Howdy, howdy. We are live on a Friday afternoon with some fun Lower Decks goodness to discuss. The what I assume will be the final trailer for what is being promoted as the final season of Star Trek Lower Decks. So,
Want more?
The final trailer at Paramount Plus.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
that's true.
or final trailer for a season of the show. I'm still hoping for a possible movie
TV movie.
continuation.
Yeah.
Yes, the Boimler Section 31 movie that will be a sequel to the other Section 31 movie.
I love that idea so much.
He's
But,
just
uh,
sitting
Well,
there
there's something
transporter
about that in
cloning.
here too that I might actually
Yeah.
talk about.
I haven't really watched this trailer that much. I watched it one time yesterday, and then I watched it earlier today when I got screenshots just a second ago. But
That's about as long as I have to.
Yeah,
I watched it at-
yesterday, and then I watched it about a minute before I joined here to be like, I should refresh myself.
I watched it on 25% speed like 4 or 5 times and took notes. So
Thanks for actually being prepared, Joel.
it's so weird because the sound is slowed down too. So
Yeah.
Tendy is like, "You broke up." Yeah, I don't even do it. Just
It sounds like the whale sound.
yes,
Yeah.
Gee.
kind of.
But I think there's some fun things that we can parse in here. Just
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there is.
la-
is.
largely taken into context with the previous season 5 trailer and
Yeah.
that clip, that Orion clip that they gave us on Star Trek Day about a month ago. But yeah,
That was
definitely
only a
like
month ago. Good lord.
a lot of Orion action.
No.
in
What?
So I think I'm calling it now. That's gonna be like one of the first 2 episodes of the season is gonna be like super because they got to get Tindy back, but it's gonna be
Oh
like
yeah,
Right.
we knew that was always going to be
the big
case.
Orion episode. But and I think also their like multiverse episode, whatever they're doing with like this like other Cerritos where like Ransom has a mullet and Rutherford has a robot arm.
Yeah.
And people have capes. Did you notice that?
I think
People in
that's
the-
Billups.
Okay.
That's
Was it more than
my
one?
theory of how we get
I don't
to,
remember,
like,
but
Harry
just one
Kim.
person with a cape I noticed. So.
Oh, I thought that was maybe Billups because it kind of leaning into his cultural, background
Oh yeah.
From the Ren Fair planet.
for the Ren Fair. Yeah, exactly. Either that or they're making fun of those 2 people in the TNG comic that we did where they both had capes.
The bickering
The Bickersons?
Brinkley's.
Yeah, Brinkley's.
Yeah. What a
That would be
weird-
funny. That's a very deep
Everything
cut.
about that's so weird.
If any modern Star Trek is going to reference those comic characters, though, Lower Decks would be the ones to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower Decks would be the only one that would even like be aware of them at all. Like,
So
That's probably true.
I'll just walk us through the trailer scene by scene, and we can break it down and discuss whatever jumped out at us. But right off the bat, they're kind of cheeky with their Paramount Plus text on top of their little fake
Ferengi.
cartoon logo from last season. So we get the cartoon Paramount Mountain and some voice over dialogue from Carol Freeman. Some shots of the Cerritos and Captain Freeman saying, "Captain's log, for once everything's going better than expected." So of course,
don't ever
then
do that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
can't be good. No.
No.
Rutherford literally responds with, "This is terrible." We get some ship action, some ship rocking around and exploding, and so I think this might be like that multiverse stuff. Like in the other trailer, we see like a Cerritos like come from like a wormhole or something where people look slightly different.
Yeah. Becky Freeman.
Oh yeah, that was the thing that Mariner was quite different.
Yeah.
But this
She
Yeah.
leaned into actually doing her job.
this flashback footage of their
Yep.
promotion ceremony from last season. This is it's kind of like the opening of Star Trek 3 when the camera is like pushing in on the flashbacks to Spock's death in Wrath of Khan. It kind of had like that same kind of like blue
Yeah.
tint filter on the picture.
I liked it though, so I could not take notes because like, oh, this is a repeat part. So it's very nice of them.
Freeman says, "I wasn't sure how my junior officers would handle their new promotions." And then we cut to Mariner crying, saying, "I don't want to get promoted. I want to stay charmingly insubordinate." So I guess this is her reaction to what we saw in the other trailer of
I just love her mom's look.
Yeah.
Like in public, dear.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like what's happening?
Yeah, like these later seasons of Lower Decks, the characters are like so expressive because they add more like reaction animations to them like each season. What did y'all think of like that track?
Okay, that is a mimic, for sure. It looks just like every mimic in D&D ever. It's got that red thing is a tongue. It looks just like a chest. That's what I'm calling right now. I have no idea if that's true, but
this
it's the first thing I thought of.
It made me think of Wesley Crusher's little track.
Yes,
thing
the levitating part, but
the naked
the
time.
thing, it looks just like a mimic. Treasure chest with a tongue. It's going to eat you if you investigate it.
I think the person might be Apollo and what is it, Palamas, their child, because there was the original version of that script was that McCoy was going to find out that she was pregnant and let her know. So at the end, and they cut that. But this feels like maybe that could be, their daughter who ages slowly because of how slow Apollo aged.
Yeah.
In the chat,
just from this, I got the
yeah, the laurels, right? They're called laurels.
Yeah, laurels.
Cake is Eternal in the chat asked what a mimic was. In Dungeons and Dragons, there's a monster that can look like anything basically, and it tries to eat the adventurers, but usually by mimicking a treasure chest because there's gold. They want gold, so they put their hands in it, and it chomps and eats their hands, and then there you go.
It does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
There's one
because the red thing looks just like a tongue.
In the Chris Pine movie, also streaming on Paramount Plus, it had one of those in it.
Yeah, yeah, they had everything. They had an owl bear even.
They had the original D&D characters from the cartoon. That was
I
loved
in the background.
That was just that was great.
Yep.
I was very happy they did that.
Uni.
The thing, it goes crazy and starts bouncing around their corridor that they don't live in anymore. So whatever is going on with like this ensign, I guess like they come by like this is like her bunk, I guess, or
visiting
maybe,
Towel
maybe
Guy.
They're like inspecting what's going on. I guess Towel Guy hasn't been
the
promoted.
house you grew up in.
Towel Guy was promoted. He just still likes to walk around here. He's weird.
Or he can't be promoted because he can't wear pips. So.
Yeah.
He never has any clothes on to.
Yeah.
Pin
Maybe
them
if the
onto.
pips were like on the towel.
Oh.
This is my culture. I only wear a towel.
Yeah. It's not any more silly than some of the stuff that they do.
Hey, they can just get the pips tattooed now. They can get them removed fast.
There you go.
That's fair.
Then they cut from the possible mimic bag bouncing around in the corridor to Rutherford and Boimler screaming over spilled shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, I wonder if because there's a scene later where they have the
right.
So maybe they like dropped it on the control panel or something like that.
Yeah, we saw those in the other trailer. It was like a
that's right.
cocktail drink, but also had like.
Oh, I
was
thought
like
Bloody
shrimp.
Mary when I saw those. So.
But it has like shrimp all in it. So it looks like a shrimp.
I know, but
it's
they
weird.
make those Bloody Marys and they put like burgers on a stick in it, and it's silly. I thought it was the same thing, but
Yeah.
I
know
have
you're
no
talking
idea.
about.
But
Angel. I would like my shrimp cocktail and my Bloody Marys to be two separate, delicious, like tomato-based things.
because Bloody Marys traditionally have just clam juice in there, usually somewhere. But
Yeah.
Speaking
Shrimp?
of pips, I just noticed that his pips are reversed. The black should be at the end, like the.
so this is
drawn
either
the wrong
the
way.
other universe one,
Oh, yeah. You didn't think about that.
or they reversed the shot for the
Yeah,
trailer.
or it's
Yeah.
corn related.
Yeah.
Or it's corn related, yeah.
No, they can't
Dark
reverse it
corn.
because the badge is on the correct side.
Oh.
Corn
Yeah,
No, I
everyone-
guess it's other
corn.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else is correct. It's just only Billups that they got
Yeah.
wrong. Well, maybe in the actual show, in the episode, it'll be corrected. Who knows?
Right. Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
But yeah,
I love
Billups
the
is-
glowing tubes and stuff. It looks
Or
it's similar in
somewhere-
some ways to TAS when they went inside the nacelle of the Enterprise.
Yeah, this could be like
Or
a. It
somewhere
looks like
someone is watching us and they're being like, "Oh shit, we have to go fix that." Like,
or later in the trailer when we see like the two.
It's okay, Mike.
Cerritos,
We'll do the work.
They have to do some type of connection between like the two ships to fire that pulse we see later in the trailer. So
Oh,
this could be related to that.
I was trying to think
yeah.
what it reminded me of, and I couldn't get a. Certainly nothing on the Cerritos we've seen, but
The two ships. Oh, when we get to it, I'll.
yeah,
All right.
that.
Jill says in the chat, never heard of clam juice in a Bloody Mary, and I know like that is super popular in. I don't know if it's all of Canada, but definitely in Vancouver. That was like no one drinks Bloody Marys. They all drink. They call it a Bloody Caesar. Yeah, Binginium. Our
Yeah.
Tex-Trek community Canadian is explaining it now. So, but maybe maybe that was
They call
a
them Bloody
little-
Marys in Minnesota, but I've looked at the ingredients when I worked at a bar. It had clam juice in it. I hate tomato juice, so
it
I never
reminds
drank
me,
them.
Just with it being a Caesar salad, is that when I've had to tell someone, I was like, well, I said, oh, the Caesar salad's not vegetarian. They're like, oh no, we took like the bacon out, and I went,
Oh my
"There's
God.
anchovies in Caesar salad."
Yeah, and you don't have to put them in the ingredients. Is the horrible thing. Anchovies can go under
Oh.
natural flavorings if there's a small enough percentage of them. I mean, if you have big chunks, you can't.
Oh,
But
interesting.
and
See, like,
so
I
it's
I'm not a
super annoying.
vegetarian.
so
Yeah,
even
I'm
if you
not-
look at
not
the
a vegetarian,
ingredients,
knew
it
that.
won't say anchovies,
Say,
but you can still have them in there.
that
I
is-
hate that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
You
That-
can't do that with stuff you could be allergic to, but apparently no one's allergic to just anchovies. So, because I looked this all up once.
I've definitely had. It's funny because I've definitely had things where they were like, "Oh, there's avocado on this," and I was like, "Cool, I can't eat that." Why wasn't that listed in ingredients?
Yeah, that should be most fruit. Someone's allergic to.
Well, Freeman says that everyone's obeying orders and working in lockstep, and then we cut to our first shot of Tindy, who's, I guess, dealing with some Orion problems. She says, nobody pulled their disruptors, which then we cut to Orion's blasting at each other, and Tindy saying, gotta stam it. Really, really fun delivery from Noel Wells. Made me laugh.
Yeah.
But
I'm curious.
there-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to point out the TAS style Orions. That
Yep.
we've-
But
we see a lot of
the
these
symbol isn't
trailers.
right. So I'm wondering because they don't tend to get those kind of things wrong. So I'm wondering if there's a specific reason why it's not like a W. It's more of like a V.
Yeah, I think it might be like a different clan of Orions or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've also seen that symbol in Lower Decks before on one of Tindy's family members.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, the
never missed
cousin in season 2, that the blacksmith cousin, like he had that on his apron.
Oh no, he had the W, but he had the correct one.
The full.
Right. That's what
The full
that's
thing.
What we've seen
Oh,
that
yeah,
one
yeah, sorry.
associated with her family before.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's why they
Okay.
wanted to go with something different here, perhaps.
That would mean her family, if that's what it actually is, was what Kirk fought against.
Yeah, the suicidal dudes in
Ah, yeah.
in the animated series. Oh, and I guess Boimler's not doing too well on the skis.
In the 1980s. This is.
Free-
Yeah,
Freeman
it's
says
very
there's-
80s looking, isn't it?
Oh my god, yeah. And that looks like an Angry Birds bird.
It does.
Yeah, I don't know what this.
It doesn't
alien
look like a
guy
Miggly Moo kind of
looks
guy.
like-
It looks like a Muppet.
Yeah, I was
Kinda, but
gonna say,
he's
it
got
looks
stuff
like-
on his back, like
It's the
wings that underneath the thing. I don't know.
was gonna say he looks like I was gonna say like specifically he looked like a weird combination of Angry Birds and Animal for the Muppets.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or what is it, the Sweetums or whatever, like the big giant.
Yeah, it's Sweetums.
Oh yeah.
But he doesn't have things on his back.
But yeah,
No.
This definitely looks like they're like, what do you wear for skiing? I don't know. What did Wesley Crusher wear?
Yeah. But didn't they have like I looked at, they're kind of like super shiny and sparkly or whatever. Isn't quite this. This is
Yeah,
This
they're
feels
very,
very 80s.
silvery. This looks more like
Yeah.
80s windbreakers. That everything was hot pink and yellow.
purple and yeah.
Yeah.
I can dig
And
it.
that almost looks like Wesley's sweater, the
Yeah.
Phillips' sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the 3 different colors. But not only is Boimler not doing well on the skis, but we have some, I don't know, zero gravity, making people float on the ceiling.
Is that like the sweet spot in Enterprise?
Oh, yeah, this could be like... Mike did promise there would be more Star Trek Enterprise love in Season 5 of Lower Decks, so...
Because this doesn't look like the Cerritos.
No.
I mean, it could be another Federation ship, but...
But like the red striping here, it kind of has like some NX-01 flavoring.
Yeah, like an old ship, because it's all
Yeah.
dirty. And
It doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't have to be Archer's
yeah.
Enterprise. It could
No,
be like
no,
a different
yeah.
NX class ship. Would still have like that same sweet spot. You'd think, right? Oh, maybe
Yeah.
they're in an old NX class ship, and that's why they're in a decon chamber later. I was just assuming they were gonna
that'd
like
be, yeah.
put that on like the Cerritos and just be like, well, like, it looks the same for whatever, just to make it funny. But
I thought it
Yeah.
might be a time travel.
I assume that
episode
was
where
not
they
the
actually-
Cerritos, yeah.
yeah,
The decon.
The
but
shot always makes you laugh.
the creepy like hand hugging
Yeah.
back. But Freeman says there's no chaos, hijinks, or interpersonal conflicts. Kind of taking a shot at Roddenberry and,
Yep.
and Berman's golden rule. But
That's what I thought.
Okay,
What-
Gene.
what do y'all think of Jennifer being featured in the trailer?
I thought they broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I am very confused by the relationship status.
She's doing that.
Isn't
She regrets
been,
it, and
kind of
she's in
portable
denial.
Do we? This
Freeman-
is Star
or
Trek. Do we
Freeman.
think there was some
To,
memory loss thing
Mariner?
happening in Jen?
Freeman, too,
You're
yeah.
muted, Rachel.
Oh, I don't know why.
I hear you.
Or I have no audio.
I can
Okay,
hear,
I was gonna say maybe
oh.
she has a memory loss thing and doesn't remember the fact they broke up.
Well, that'd be a twist. Yeah.
Oh, like if something like if Jennifer's memory gets reset
go.
or
Sorry.
something.
Yes. Yeah,
Hmm.
Ah,
I hadn't thought of that.
that is.
because
a
she just
pot-
seems like
This may be coming from a popular thing in like fan fiction. Not always like don't forget, like either they don't remember they got together or they don't remember they broke up thing.
ah.
Oh,
Or maybe Jennifer is so self-absorbed she didn't think they broke up.
Why haven't we been hanging out? I don't know. You were busy.
Yeah, I could see her.
She
doing
lit a
that.
new candle and set an intention, so now they're together again. So
Yeah.
but they do confirm in the trailer when Tindy does poke at Mariner and says, "Are you sure you broke up?" And Mariner's like, "Yes." So I don't know. I just assumed it was maybe like Jennifer was trying to like be friends with Mariner and like maybe like it's freaking everyone else out to see like the two of them like I don't know spending
I know.
time together.
I
Like
was to say I have had hexes where it's like we're friends now, and then we'll still do stuff like this, and I was like, I don't think you know what friends do. Like,
What are they wearing on their backs? Were strapped to their like tanks or?
um,
Trying to
It was
kind
a
of tell, like-
backpacks.
Yeah,
I would say Mariner's kind of looks like it could be like a Fraser rifle of some kind.
yeah, but that
Oh,
kind
that
of looks
could
like it
be-
could be like.
But
a
Talin's
canister.
looks like two,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you can see a tiny bit, just like Tendi.
Oh yeah, Tenny's got that too.
Yeah, yeah. They all three.
It's
have
either
some
survival packs or I don't know, anti-Jennifer
For some reason,
spray.
that little,
I'm not sure.
that image, the computer in the background with the design element on it, it looks familiar, and I cannot place it. It can drive me crazy.
It looks so much like a early '90s anything with that pattern,
Yeah,
doesn't
looks
it?
like
I don't,
like
can't
a
think of a specific thing, but it does
trash
seem.
can at the mall or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It does.
In like the early 90s. And some Orion ziplining, so I think, yeah.
Is that what they're wearing on their backs, but without the suits? I'm not sure because it
No,
looks
'cause I
almost
think-
the same.
I think
They're
the
both
Jennifer
silver,
episode,
but
No.
but
eh.
there is like another shot, like that big group shot of them that includes Jennifer, so there might be
Yeah.
something in that. But this is for sure.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also a
like in
wetsuit scene too, so maybe it's like for that.
we have like some solar sailing Orion pirate ships, some stuff like we saw that clip at
Yep.
Star Trek Day. Boimler being poisoned and it looks like intoxicated by some
Super
chemical
high, yep.
substance.
Or
Yeah,
pheromones, maybe it is green.
oh, it is green.
I know.
Ooh.
Boimler's it's either having a really bad time or a really good
Yeah,
time.
he's having
Both
an
at once.
Yeah, it's
that's-
something intense going on
Yeah.
behind those eyes.
I mean, there's a
Bad
lot
for
of
the
hyperspace.
mission, but
There's like 5 of them there.
This
It's like
is when,
what McCoy carries around just on a have it in his pocket in case he needs it.
Freeman says this might be one of the most mature and capable crews in Star. Who is she like lying to in this captain's log?
Starfleet headquarters. That's what
But
she
here we go.
herself.
So-
She
maybe.
could very well be lying to herself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's the backpacks and the
yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer has that also.
the over the shoulders.
So
Huh.
interesting.
Except,
Tendi is ready. She looks. Yeah.
Rutherford does not have one
He doesn't need one. I don't know why, but
because he can shoot lasers out of his eye. Apparently.
I mean,
Well,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He becomes like Cyclops from the X-Men later.
And Jean Grey comes into the story. Yep.
See, here it looks like a alcohol cocktail, but also like a shrimp cocktail. So
Yeah.
whatever the hell's
It
going on.
I
here.
thought Bloody Mary, but I mean that's just because they have
Yeah.
those weird Bloody
Pinky
Marys.
finger out.
Crap.
I'm very
But also,
proper
you
drinking.
wouldn't really put a lemon or lime in a Bloody Mary.
Well, you don't put hamburgers in it either, but I've still seen it
Oh,
with like
yeah, I've
hamburgers
gotten- I've
stuck on the
gotten-
top.
Bloody Marys with like a fried pickle and a chicken
Right.
wing hanging off the edge, and just they
It's a little
go
weird.
crazy with that these
If-
days.
You should
Okay,
Bloody
I'm
Mary
on-
should have like juice, a stick of celery maybe. The celery
Yes,
is
but-
especially nice if it's a spicy Bloody Mary.
But they've gone insane. So
Yeah.
I have a cat who wants attention. Sorry.
and the TOS face lighting. Oh, such a great
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, we get that close up on
That's
on
cool.
Boimler with the TOS face lighting when he says, "Let's do this," all excitedly, and then gets on that vehicle facing the wrong direction. Which is it's kind of like a Ferengi Marauder, you know. Well, either way, it kind of looks like that's the front end. It's one of those
Yeah.
types of designs. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny. When you spend a lot of time looking at like science fiction vehicles all your life, it's like
the
oh,
way
yeah,
he's
this-
writing
this
it does
happen
look
a
more
lot.
like what is it? The bikes, the speeders from Jedi.
Yeah.
The
Oh
other
yeah,
direction.
the speeder bikes.
Yeah.
But I think this is on that planet we saw celebrating in the San Diego
Oh,
Comic
yeah.
Con trailer, where they're like they're destroying their
All the
money.
money.
They're moving to a,
Yeah, there was confetti
post-currency,
everywhere.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be in that episode. A shot of what I assume is an alien space station. It doesn't look
Well,
like.
it looks a lot like the little circular things that are on the museum ship in Picard or station, museum
Or
station.
the even what is it the orbital office thing or whatever. I think it was in motion picture first, and then
Yeah.
they used it for like Regula 1. And
Yeah,
Right, yeah, that they
Yeah.
flip upside down. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it does look a little like, or even in Strange New Worlds, I guess they have like those dome environments.
Oh, yeah.
like that on their
Yep.
Starbase One.
These are multicolored though, which is interesting.
Yeah, the multicolor thing makes me think. I don't know. It just seems more exotic and alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to like take a screenshot and like really play with the contrast, see if I could get more detail out of it.
it didn't look like there was much. I didn't bother, but
Yeah.
So cetacean ops, maybe they have their swim gear on.
All of their comm badges are on the desk.
maybe they meet Jillian. Probably not. But
Aw, that'd be great.
I like their division colored wetsuits though. We haven't seen these.
That's
before,
cool,
right?
yeah,
This is
I do
a
like
new
that.
design. Yeah, I want to go to the beach like this.
hopefully they were on an Aqua shuttle too,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
because we
Yeah,
haven't
we-
seen that come back. So
We did in Prodigy.
It just looked
Oh, yeah.
nothing like it.
yeah, it didn't look like it though. But I bet this one would look
Yes.
more like the TAS one.
Yeah.
Because Mike's involved. So
Oh, see, check this out, Aaron. We have the classic Orion
Yeah.
logo on one of Tendy's comrades, and then the enemy has the
Yeah.
V.
So it must be
Okay.
like a family crest or some sort
Yeah.
of division.
So she is related to those the weirdos from the animated series.
the one with the V looks like that Final Fantasy sword, but except shrunk down to like the knife version.
Oh yeah.
This is how we cut our tomatoes.
Yeah, something like that. Because yeah, Tendy's family, they have a regular sword, and it's just. But
Yep.
Has a weird butcher's knife.
Although I
Yeah.
really liked to Erica had like that cool anime sword in season
yeah.
4 that I was I would like to
Oh,
see
yeah.
that in action at some point again.
It's good for cosplayers.
We have like the biggest targ I've ever seen in all of Star Trek.
Yes.
This thing is massive. Like they're supposed to be like the size of a pig, and this one is like the size of an elephant almost.
It's like a Salot and a Targ were kind of merged together.
It reminded me of like Attack of the Clones, those weird things in the arena. Except it's a Targ.
Someone was crossbreeding some of the species, and now this is a designer pet.
They're so cute when they're small, then they get so big.
Yeah. Or by the way, if anyone sells you a teacup pig, that is not a thing. You will end up with a pig.
Yep, 4 feet long, 300 pounds.
We have the Klingon Ma'a returning again. We saw him in the other trailer, but happy to see him. One of my favorite Lower Decks recurring characters. And Boimler excited to board the Targ. I hope that works out well for him. I'm curious to see what happens with this.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like the rodeo. He's got to stay on there for like 20 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's 8 seconds, but
no, for Targs it's 20 because
okay.
Klingons have extra honor.
Yeah.
They have to go extra 12 seconds longer.
Yep.
Prepare for an adventure. I think this is an Orion ship. We saw like a. What am I thinking of? Didn't they have? Didn't Tendy's family have these? I know that the last episode of season 4 they pick her up with the classic animated series like bug ship, but like earlier in the Orion crew they got zapped by the mystery gun last season. It was like this design.
Oh
so this is like a pirate raid perhaps. And whatever this.
And speaking of mimics, here's a D20.
Right. Yeah. It's like a giant D20 die.
Or those salt
like
cubes.
A D20 doing the Indiana Jones like boulder roll.
Yeah, and it's coming on a stage with a weird instrument that Talin's playing later. That's from TNG.
Yeah.
Oh, there's their backpacks. You can see what's.
That almost.
Oh, okay.
She's got like
is it water? Gas or something?
It looks like it has like a rifle attachment. You know how sometimes you're like, oh, kind of looks like a rifle? It's like kind of like a proton pack from Ghostbusters. It has like some maybe it's like a spray gun. Like they have to get,
I see. That's why the other universe gets involved. They cross the streams.
There we go.
So what were you saying, Aaron, about the salt cube?
Oh, isn't that like when they all the people turned into like they took all the water out of them and they become like cubes that were kind of look like D20s?
I think those were D12s though.
But in the original series and
yes,
by any other name or like the Shakespeare quote.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, the Kelvins.
That narrows it down. No.
The Shakespeare quote, a Star Trek episode title.
Well, my D&D dice knowledge says this is a D20, and I'm always sure the one in TOS was a D12.
Yeah, it was just something the way back in my head.
I forget one of them is
here's an example of a D20. I don't have a D12 in here. The game.
I might have a D12.
Game.
I have them, but they're in the other room. Yeah.
I think y'all are onto something. I think that maybe the Kelvins come back and they start turning people into these cube things, and maybe that's why they have like these spray guns. Like maybe like they have to like re-liquefy they can like re-liquefy like these cubes or something to like restore them. Or
yes, they have a spray that keeps away what do you call it? Lens flare. And so the Kelvins have to stay away then. So
it's spelled differently, right? It's spelled differently than J.J. Abrams' grandfather.
That we know of. Have we seen it spelled in screen? I don't know.
Yeah, so like these birds here, these Malimo's parents, they're real puffy. They're real
it's like at the end of the last season when Miggly Moo tries to get all dandery.
Yeah.
Stop it. Sorry.
I love very Halloweeny. He looks like he's wearing a candy corn sweater.
Oh yeah.
Very, very festive and seasonally appropriate.
And she's just wearing a nice blazer.
We did see Malimo's grandmother on screen before.
Meemaw. Yep.
But
on the main viewer, on the bridge.
This could be mom and dad though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Mariner and Boimler are tied up, Mariner says, "I like it when stuff isn't our fault." So I guess someone else is to blame for them being tied up there.
This looks like that stage area with the dye.
That's the most relatable work thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I'll deal with it, but you can't blame me.
Yeah.
Though at work, most things aren't my fault. I still got to deal with all of it. So.
Did y'all recognize this character?
It's one of those exotic lizards, right? But I don't remember what it's from. I know I've seen it before, but
Yeah.
The episode Much Ado About Boimler, way back in season 1, when Mariner's friend Captain Ramsey had to come be the substitute captain, and they had to go to the bog planet to repair like the sanitation system. These are like there's like we met like the king on that planet, and that was like the species. So, but yeah, this one seems pissed off after T'Lyn does some science-y things. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
So
that's the musical instrument.
But also, like, notice Boimler's outfit. He's wearing the First Contact uniform.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this is Section 31 Boimler.
Yeah, this is
William
Boimler, yeah.
I haven't heard anybody point that out yet, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
No, good catch.
Yeah, I did notice the black and gray, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's like holodeck adventures again or something like that, or he's promoted or something. But yeah, like I bet it is Section 31 Boimler, because he was wearing that the last time we saw him.
Yeah.
My God, he should change.
And this, Joel, what were you saying about this musical instrument?
That's from a TNG episode. I think Yerk already posted that right away.
Is that the one where Deanna Troi is like taking over her mind or something like the?
You gotta know.
I read which one it is.
I know that's yeah. Sorry, it's like
it's
mind
just
abused. Let's say
they're at a party, and then there's some random person is playing this, not any of the TNG cast.
Yeah.
I think I'm confusing it with the Voyager episode that has a musical instrument as well.
Oh, dude, it's one of those incidental party things that's in an episode, so I don't remember which one it is.
Melanie Jean Mayfield is calling it a space synth, so I like that.
It looks like space, whatever that instrument is that you fill water with.
Oh yeah.
Like, is it theremin?
Yeah.
No,
theremin is just electronic, but
okay.
You're talking about like the where you do
that
the,
thing. I don't know what that's called.
Water bells or something like that. I can't remember.
Well, you
It
do
seems
the
like
rims.
seems like something a Vulcan would use to play music. Very very like scientific, very sciencey.
After you called it primitive, yes, then you just play it.
Again with some
got something in her hand.
Some pirate action. Looks like a golden pad or something. Maybe she's like looting something, stealing some treasure back.
Okay.
5
I did
seasons
not know
in
that.
the making.
Apparently, the glass thing is called a glass harp.
A glass harp.
Oh yeah, the glass harp. Okay, that looks like the other side of that sailing ship we saw.
Yeah, so I think this is the same whatever.
Solar sail. Yeah.
Well, there's one that's following
Orion
behind it
pirate
that has
episode.
and the one following behind the flower-shaped one has the sail that looks like the W Orion symbol.
Oh yeah.
You just can't see it in the shot.
Yep.
Then here the senior officers are celebrating something.
In the all good things shot.
I have figured something out.
Oh,
Sorry.
please.
Have we seen the thing where the with the tuba?
No,
I think that's later.
Okay. Keep this in mind, and when you go back to that, I had a note, and I think I'm correct actually. Now that I saw something on the screen behind them.
Okay.
because this character here on their pads that they're looking at, it looks like someone in like a someone who like werewolfed out of a Starfleet uniform,
Yeah.
like
Keep going, and I'll come back to this then if you haven't figured it out. I'm just excited.
Oh yeah, the right you can see it better. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So did like
Yeah,
very
Barnes,
gorilla-
Barnes turn into a gorilla?
I think that she's de-evolving in that picture that we see her when she's using the tuba.
Oh.
Because she's
Like
got
in
the
the
big
episode-
brow and the
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I was like. Those had to be connected.
There's the green cape I saw with
There-
the sash.
Yeah, but this is the alternate reality because they have like the more robotic Rutherford and Mullet Ransom.
Maybe that is still.
I didn't even see the mullet. I was so cape.
Mullet ransom.
So,
I also love fire in this. They show incoming transmission button.
yeah, which is like answering a call. It looks like. But this is like when Mariner is like on the ground in front of her. Maybe this is like Mariner
I
like
think so.
But this is when like the two ships are hooked up. It's kind of funny, just like the way that like the two ships are like, you have one facing this way, one facing the other way, and just one's upside down from the other. I just like the most like inelegant way to form like these two ships like hooking up like this.
It reminds me of the time trap with the Klingon ship and the Enterprise. Remember
This
when they
maneuver dates back to
together?
2169.
Yeah, that was like whenever I see that episode, I always want to get like a D7 toy and a Constitution class toy and like do that, like hook them together like that and fly them around.
I broke Rachel. Sorry.
I think I was the only one who even caught that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is it worth repeating?
What?
I don't know. That's for the response to
Kids,
that to be
you'll have to
nice.
watch the replay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it also reminded me of in Enterprise when they had to hook up the Enterprise NX-01 and the Columbia NX-02 to like or transfer trip like mid warp. Made me think of that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're like firing a pulse to like close like the wormholes that we saw like opening in the last trailer or something. But here we go. Here's our decon chamber. Boimler says, "Check me out. I'm a total T'Pol over here." Well, this says
T'Pol
Starbase
never
on
put on her own decon
Oh, it does.
shell,
I didn't even notice that until
Or
just
they had,
now.
like,
You're right.
Starbase 80. Do they go to Starbase 80 and it's
Oh, I bet that's what
I
it
missed
is.
that.
Oh.
Don't I?
there you go.
It's a dirty, dirty station. You got to.
Well,
the gel
actually,
on.
zoom in. Go back to the previous slide. Actually, you talk about being dirty. It's like I was noticing the thing that he's got his foot on.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
on which slide?
The one just previous to that one, where Boimler's got his foot up on the bench in the decon chamber. There.
That way.
It looks
yeah.
dirty.
Oh, yeah.
It looks gross.
It is, yeah.
Dirty.
So if that is Starbase 80, that
I
kind
was
of makes sense. And look at
distracted
the
by his
walls
skin-
and stuff.
I was distracted by his shiny skin, looking like he has like
Yeah.
the world's most intense highlighter on.
But see, that could be the same location that we see.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You go to
Paint it
the
all
sweet
together.
spot. You get filthy. You got to decontaminate.
So maybe like Starbase 80, like the gravity plating is so terrible that.
But T'Pol didn't put much of her own on. Everyone wanted to put it on T'Pol, so I mean, sorry.
Yeah, no, I remember that, and I just remember being like, how are we digressing from what I had just seen in the previous shows to like whatever is going on here?
Looks like he's
Yeah.
holding a can of tuna.
Yeah, it's not
Boiler's
real gel.
enjoying
They
it.
only had tuna, so
But
The cats
Boiler's
are-
having a good time getting greased up.
the
in
doctor's gonna love them if they rub tuna on themselves.
there. And-
Dangerous.
and Ransom
Look,
enjoys
the
it,
cat
too.
came on screen
It's
when I
all
said
like-
that. They heard tuna.
Yeah. The magic word.
This cat
Here's
has no interest in being on this desk until I actually get on a call.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like I have to be all over it and right in front of you.
Oh
I love
yeah.
I always love
Yep,
when
here
they have
is,
the, like, Racnogino cups.
yeah, coffee
Yeah, those
and
are cool.
eye lasers. I guess Rutherford's drinking an espresso, or that could be Tindy's, but
Oh yeah, maybe he's just hyper and that made him shoot
either
lasers.
It's either espresso or that kind of looks like the tea, like the cup they used to put Picard's tea in.
yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's like
Yep.
a short version of Picard's cup.
I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah, the
like
one
there's
that they
also
just
like a-
re-released because that's all over
Oh, did they?
Twitter recently. Yeah, yeah. They
This also
just
feels
you
like
could buy them again.
Janeway had like when she was doing like a more formal thing when she had her coffee in like a little
Yeah.
kind of something like that. Looked similar. But yeah, it could
Like-
be the Picard one.
I like Boimler's hair being caught on fire here, and T'Lyn just calmly moving her head out of the way.
Tandy though does not like this. Nope.
No. No, to Lynn
Well,
is
if you
the
imagine
only
if
one
she was
calm.
staring into his eyes.
Here's some Klingon fun with Ma'a. I assume this is the same episode
Pain
as the
sticks.
giant.
Oh yeah,
Targ.
they're
Yeah.
pain sticks. I thought they were all electrocuted when I first saw this, but yeah, they are pain sticks.
Yeah, they're being
I mean-
pain stuck.
I've always assumed that electrocution is part of pain stick.
Kind of.
Yeah, but it's cool Klingon red electricity.
Yes.
It's part of the what is it the ritual of is it a maturity ritual or no that's
Yeah, the rite
the
of
Cosmos.
ascension.
right yeah
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Ma'a's doing that. We saw Worf do in TNG season 2, I believe. So okay, this is Barnes.
Yeah.
There we
because,
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't notice the
Oh,
trill
yeah.
spots previously. So
Yep.
Yeah, the
Barnes is-
eyebrows took me out of the...
Yeah, because that looks like Caveman Riker. So it's almost
Uh-huh.
like
Yes.
she turns into Caveman Riker on her way to turning into
Yeah.
a gorilla.
But has a tuba that shoots sound something.
Yeah, it's like it received like a beam from something and then shoots
So-
it back out here.
Oh yeah.
Caveman Dazzler? I don't...
Because it looks like music
Um,
notes kind of. It reminds me of that one
Yeah, it does.
scene in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh
Somebody
yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. There's a faction in like Warhammer 40k that's like of chaos that has some kind of weird sound thing.
Somebody said
Reminds
Multiverse
me
of
of
Madness
that.
when I saw this, and I didn't know why they were referring to that for this picture. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
I don't know if that's related to these beams look different. Whatever the hell
They look
Yeah.
digital.
cubes and spheres
Yeah,
fighting
we have-
each other in engineering. Oh, that's that dude. What was his name? Who he kept getting jealous of Rutherford?
Oh
for,
yeah.
like
We get the-
Landrick
the
or something
name.
like that.
Yeah.
Not Levy, not Billups. It's
No,
Oh,
it was Levy, I think, wasn't it?
No,
The Levy is the
Oh no,
conspiracy
Levy.
guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because he kept saying his name like.
Name.
I can remember how he said it, but not what it was. And there's a
Here's
big
a
cube,
a
Yeah.
big
but
cube
not a
and big
Borg
sphere.
cube.
Yeah, I think this is going to be not Borg related.
Yeah, because it looks.
Unless
But I don't
do we
know.
think
Or it's a
that's
digital
alternate
Borg.
universe Borg.
Mm.
Yeah, could be something from that that other universe. I mean, I guess we know that Borg also like spheres as well as cubes, but I think this is just going to be some different alien entities that are fighting it out. Mariner says this keeps getting cooler by the second, and then we get our cool Harry Kim thing ending with I guess like a bunch of Harry Kims from, I assume like across
The multiverse,
The multiverse, yeah.
That was my
Multiverse
Livik.
stuff is trendy now.
Livik, yes. Livik. That's it.
Vic.
Okay.
There we go.
I was
Sorry.
close. I said Lendrick.
Yep.
I knew that wasn't right. I just knew it was something that sounded kind of like that.
So Levy was almost right. But...
This
Yeah,
this
are
made
these
me
all
laugh.
from?
This made me
So do we
LOL.
assume the
I
one
laughed
that
out
has
loud at
two-
this.
Do we assume the one that has 2 is our Harry Kim?
He better be, but yeah, I think that's a safe
Our
bet.
Harry Kim / kind of Harry Kim from another universe because I killed our Harry Kim once.
Yeah.
That's true. He really isn't our Harry Kim.
Yeah.
I don't think Garrett Wong would have been enthusiastic to do this if like the Prime Universe Harry Kim
Yeah.
is one of the ensigns.
Yeah.
But I don't know, his comm badge looks kind of weird. It doesn't like this other
Yeah,
guy
it's black.
in the
Yeah.
race uniform. His looks more like the screen accurate
Mhm.
Voyager.
I did
comm
notice
badge.
more than one has the comm badge that the 2-pip Harry has with the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So we have
the,
3 uniforms, though. We have the regular Voyager,
Yeah.
the gray, the racing uniform.
The question is it simplified for this, or is that, actually what?
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
difference?
And I'm surprised they didn't throw one in the lower decks uniform.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Or
who
just
knows
like a
what this is
monster
actually
maroon
from.
or something. I hope there's a couple that have weird uniforms.
It would be odd for Harry Kim to still be wearing this Voyager uniform, though. Like, when we saw Tom Paris was in a First Contact black and gray.
Yeah.
So I would just assume that most people in Starfleet are wearing that style uniform, unless you're on like a California class ship or something,
The Titan uniform that was like, I guess, like the one on the right, and I guess a couple of those, has the white badge, but it's like a light gray background as opposed to gold. So maybe it's supposed to be the same thing and they just tweaked it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That makes sense. They're like, stop staring at this so intently.
But I did laugh at hearing Garrett Wong say, "You're all still ensigns. That's effed up," and
Yeah.
it's a fun way to end the trailer. On,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I know a lot of people are just like, "Oh my gosh, it's so surprising." I'm like, it's not surprising. I feel like if
It
we
is
didn't
surprising
get
it
Harry
took
Kim, it
this
would have been
long, yeah.
surprising. Well, yeah.
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 I know they didn't do it last year
surprised,
because.
but
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I wasn't surprised. I was just like, surprised isn't the right word. It was just a pleasant. Oh, yay! Like that.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah.
Picard was
exactly.
supposedly going to use him, and that's why Mike couldn't do it last year or the last season.
And
then they didn't. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Or season 2, they were going to use him, I guess is what it was. So it would have been, however that matches up with whatever they were doing. So now he got a chance to do it.
Yeah, because there's a bigger pipe for the animation for setting. Yeah.
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 But Garrett Wong is like a legit funny individual. Like,
Yeah.
go to
yeah.
one of his panels at a convention if you ever get a chance. He's hilarious. And I think it is kind of a shame to not have him, do. I want to see him more than just like one little scene. I kind of want to have like a full Harry Kim episode or something.
Same.
Well, hopefully he has. Yeah, he's gonna have more than this. They're not gonna show it all.
Yeah.
But
And Harry Kim also just be like the perpetual ensign is like perfect for Lower Decks.
I hope he
Yeah.
sees Boimler's Paris plate,
Well,
and he's just
he
like, "What?"
Apparently, he has the whole set. So do you think he's gonna try to get Harry to?
Yeah, to sign
We have a
his,
Harry
maybe.
Kim plate too. That's funny. In a couple of weeks, Rachel and I are going to see the Voyager cast in San
Yes.
Antonio, Texas, at
that's
Space
cool.
Con.
Do I guess I realized I have a Tom Paris plate. Should I bring that?
Yeah, I've never
yes,
seen.
you should.
I've
Yeah.
never seen Robbie McNeil at a convention because he's such a busy director producer.
director.
He
Yeah.
always cancels. So it would be nice to actually see him. But I did see some sad news that Bob Picardo today put on social media that he had to cancel. But I wonder if it's because he's shooting some Starfleet Academy stuff.
The way you said, it sounded like, oh my gosh, is he sick? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm like, okay, the tone of voice did not. I'm like, okay, fine, good.
No, I think it's a good thing. So
I think
he's skipping the con.
considering he just announced for a Star Trek show, I think it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
And we know that
Yes,
they're
what he's up
shooting.
to.
They're shooting season 1 right now, and he's
Yeah.
supposed.
Right.
He's a regular. He's supposed to be in every episode. So
It's
yeah,
so insane for me to think about.
that in 2026 we'll have 10 episodes of Star Trek featuring the Doctor.
I'm really curious to see which Doctor it will be too. I'm sure they're probably not going to go with the museum one because it's not
I
as
still
well known.
say
But
that they should do both.
Yeah, they
eventually.
should do both.
mm-hmm.
Just, they don't need everyone, but one episode they should both be there.
Or just mention it. Just say oh, we reincorporated our programs 40 years
Yeah,
ago.
that too.
Or some
Yeah.
just one
I
off
think it's
line or
either
something.
that or there's an episode where they find that Doctor.
Yeah.
And this Doctor doesn't have to have been on the
possibilities.
entire time too. He might have actually been off for a while, like he was in the museum thing. So it could still be our Doctor,
Yeah.
but he might have been turned off right after Prodigy or something.
Yeah.
Or in
Speaking-
transport from the,
Yeah.
Speaking of the Doctor showing up, though, and speaking of Lower Decks, having that line in Prodigy Season 2, this is the most dysfunctional crew I've ever seen since the Cerritos. Does
Oh,
that
yeah.
mean that we might get a Doctor
Yeah.
cameo in Season 5 that the Prodigy writers knew about?
That would be cool.
That would be so fun.
they should, because that
I'm-
was
I'm
always
sort of-
such easy thing to do. Just-
Right?
I've more than once sort of hinted at that to Aaron, like, so you're going to tell me something about? No. He's like,
Those guys are good.
yeah.
They're too good at keeping their secrets.
There's a funny story he told me. It's like at one point he was the person who had seen the most Star Trek on the planet because he was writing the stuff as well.
Yep.
And he had to be privy to some of the other stuff that was happening. He's like,
Yep.
wait, I've now seen more Star Trek than anybody.
Blah.
I thought that was cool.
Wow.
That's
That is awesome. That's an awesome
Yeah.
thing to be able to claim.
That's
I know, right?
insane and so fun.
Yeah.
That one point in time, just be there's 8 billion humans alive, and I've seen more Star Trek than all of them.
Memory Alpha, you need to get on this and chart this. You can't do it in real time because you don't. But in the okay, these months it was Aaron.
Yeah.
These months it was. Okay.
That's funny.
But I'm looking forward to getting back to talking about Lower Decks
Yes.
weekly.
Yeah.
So
The
that's,
Sequoia looks better than it has. Did they fix it up actually?
yeah, it gets fixed up and then destroyed. I think somewhat regularly.
'Cause usually it looks a little worse.
Yeah.
Whenever
I
they're
feel
in this room.
Is that the ship, the one they're always working on?
Yeah.
Yes,
One that
in the-
Shaxx tried to blow himself up in.
Yeah.
The one they put the grapplers on?
Point? Or am I imagining that?
Oh yeah, I did have grapplers on it. What were you saying, Aaron?
Was it Sequoia 2 at one point? Like, I feel like it had...
Not
I
that
don't
I
remember.
remember.
It was Yosemite. Might have been
Sequoia
Yosemite.
with 2 grapplers? I don't know.
Right.
That's
I could
not
just
it.
be misremembering the Juttle too.
If there was anything else big in the trailer that we missed that we didn't talk about, but someone else catches it, please comment and let us know.
Let me look at my notes again. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I did write that the Harry Kim thing. It's sort of like the Q continuum, but it's the Kim continuum now. So.
The Kim continuum.
Nice.
It was reminding me, and I think it brought like a similar thing of like the Council of Wells from
Oh, it was Flash.
from the Flash. We're just like, we like this actor, so we're just gonna keep finding new versions of him.
Yeah, and I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe was going to do something similar with their
With the
big villain,
Kangs.
Kang,
Yeah.
and then they had to course correct
Man.
to get away from a bad actor.
Kang could have been anybody though. Like if it's multiverse,
Yeah,
they
it's
just got a
just
different person.
Recast them. But...
Of any character, they could have been like a different
Yeah.
actor plays them now. You could be like, it's
Right.
a different universe. What's the problem? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it looks like
That's logical though.
yeah.
It looks
That's
like
not. That's not. Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say Lower Decks looks like it will be following kind of the trend of like a lot of the big franchises. They're like Marvel and DC, or like multiverses are the big trendy thing, and we'll get that.
Yeah.
So
Star Trek
Well, we
was
did
doing
start that.
multi-
Like Star Trek had
Yeah.
the mirror universe like way a long time ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
back in the '60s. So
Exactly.
Twilight Zone did it about that too, where like the astronaut came back home, and like the one difference is like there was a fence around his house that wasn't there before or something.
Yeah, but that's such an episodic thing that doesn't really stick.
No, I mean, but it was.
Yeah.
It was just
yeah,
kinda cool.
they did it.
I think that
they did it.
They also
but-
had like a president. They didn't know who Kennedy was or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this shot? It's either the Paramount stars or the Belt of Orion. I'm not sure which. It reminded me of kind of either, but
Well,
Like
they'd have to
here?
be by Earth then.
It
for it to be
I
the-
know they'd have to be by Earth. I thought of that too, but they still might do it because just
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me, except there's only one star.
because
of
those
the
are sort of
movie.
like this, but that's Orion is more like a line.
It reminded me of. There's only one star though, but of like how the star is like placed. Of like when you see Sketch Neverland second star to the right,
Could be.
but it's like that second star to the right. It's always like so much shinier than any other star. And it would not be the first time that they reference like that line in particular.
No, yeah.
Mm.
But unless anyone has anything else, we can go ahead and wrap up.
Yeah.
But
I think
next week
got everything.
we will be live 7 p.m. Central on Fridays, going back to a weekly format starting next week. We'll be talking about the top 3 things we want to see in the 5th season of Star Trek Lower Decks, as well as the one thing we don't want to see. And then after that, we'll be talking about new episodes every week. And Rachel will be doing the first reaction live streams on
Come join
Thursday
us
nights.
For our chaos for probably what's the most chaotic of the Star Trek shows. So
And I actually am trying to get the lower text, the drawn to Trek part of it working. And I'm going to try and tack on a little something extra to it, so it's not just the same like repeated show.
That's
So,
good. Yeah.
See how that goes.
Sweet. So yeah, a lot of fun Lower Deck stuff coming up soon, and we should really enjoy the ride of this final season, because we don't know. I do think we will get more of these characters at some point, but we don't know
Yes.
when or how that's gonna happen. So let's enjoy it while we can. And
I'm going to
also-
make myself a cosmic koala for the premiere.
nice.
nice.
Yeah, we'll have to post that recipe back up, but I might whip one up myself.
I
It
still
sounds
have
pretty
some
good.
I still think I stole a blue Karasek from.
Yeah.
Do not put
It's not like
shrimp
you
on
use a lot
sticks
of
in it, though.
Yeah,
No shrimp on
no
sticks.
shrimp in mine. Cut the shrimp.
Look, if I have shrimp, I'll just get shrimp cocktail on the side.
Yeah, that seems perfectly nice, but
Yeah.
that seems like an awful lot of cocktail sauce in those glasses.
It does seem like.
Cocktail goblet. I mean,
I also want to remind everyone that we are going to be having our monthly watch party tomorrow. If you're watching this live on Friday, it's going to be tomorrow, Saturday, October 12th at 3:30 p.m. Central, and we're going to be watching the Star Trek Enterprise episode Regeneration. That's the they find the Borg in the ice, and you kind of get like a little bit of a Borg horror movie, kind of appropriate for.
You can see the saucer
October
section of
spooky
the Enterprise
season.
in the snow too.
Like
they reused the
Like the
that
thing.
They
Yeah,
reused exactly.
like the spaceship and the thing, which is funny. I just rewatched Carpenter's first Halloween movie, and I forgot, but he has they have like the footage of the like old black and white the thing in that movie, like before he did
Yeah.
like his
That's
remake
cool.
of it. So like,
I forgot about that.
yeah, the dude
That's-
was a fan.
back and watch
so.
that.
Yeah, so that's a
Nice.
good movie. That's a good horror movie. I recommend to people. Good sci-fi horror movie. But
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if anyone wants to participate in the Tex-Trek watch parties, you can sign up for the Patreon as little as $2 a month, and that'll get into our watch party tomorrow and then every month. But otherwise, please come back Fridays for Lower Decks talk. And until next time, as always, live long and prosper, y'all.